Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of What the Smut Yes. Hi, my name is Candace and I'm your host. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure I don't have lipstick on my teeth again because that was heinous and embarrassing. In today's video, I will be reviewing a book for you guys called The Wreckage of Us by author Brittainy Cherry. I'll put the little cover up there. This is the first book that I ever read by Mrs. Cherry. This book has 365 pages. It is a contemporary romance novel. There is no, I don't know why I said romance like that. Contemporary romance novel. I said romance novel. I didn't even enunciate it all on that one. I'm sorry. This is a contemporary romance novel. There is no hint of paranormal whatsoever. This is currently free to read with Kindle Unlimited. Hello. If you want to purchase it for your Kindle, you can do so for the price of $3.99 right now. You can also get it in paperback form for $9.81, which is a very odd amount of money, but I'm assuming because of that, it's probably going to be like a trade paperback, like a big one. Which is fine with me. I actually really like those. I find them very cute. And yeah, to my knowledge, this is not available used on eBay as of right now. Yeah. So, this is the first book that I have ever read by, Brittainy. I actually really enjoyed it, and I'll tell you why when we get into it. So itching. I will read you guys the blurb and then we'll break it down a little bit and we'll see if we'll dive into it. So the blurb for this says, "Never in a million years did I think it would be Ian Parker who saved me. I know I should stay away from Ian Parker, but when my drug-dealing stepdad kicks me out, I have nowhere to go. Squatting in an abandoned shed on Ian's grandpa's farm seems like as good a plan as any. Ian finds me there, of course, and he insists on me moving into his spare room. I should say no, but the appeal of a roof and a warm bed is too much, not to mention Ian's brown eyes and strong arms. We're nothing alike, but the spark between us is undeniable. My life is finally looking up. Until I call the cops on my stepdad and unintentionally get my pregnant mom arrested." Now I have to sacrifice my dreams to take care of my mom's baby. She's the only family I have left. Meanwhile, Ian's band is taking off. His dreams are coming true. Ian is my one chance at love. I just hope he doesn't become the one chance that got away. How cute is that, y'all? The two main characters for this book are Ian and Hazel. Ian is the grandson of a couple, an older couple who own a farm in, I forget what city this takes place in. I'm sorry. And anyway, so he was basically like the quintessential like jock in high school who, was always under the bleachers with like the bad girls. You know what I mean? Like he was that guy. And Hazel was considered, I guess, like white trash type, whatever. She is essentially the stepdaughter of the town's biggest drug dealer, and he deals in like crystal meth and other gross things. And so essentially her stepdad Charlie has gotten her mom hooked on drugs, and her mom has, in like one of those drugged out stupors, she's been given the ultimatum of get rid of Hazel or you're gonna get it. So she kicks Hazel out. Hazel has just turned 18 and she has nowhere to go. She has no other family. So she gets a job on Big Paw is his name, is what they call him, the older man who owns the farm. She gets a job, or the ranch, and she gets a job on that ranch as a ranch hand. And she decides to squat in like a really rundown, broken, rickety shed that's on the back of the property, because she has nowhere else to go. So Big Paw finds out that she's out there, basically tells Ian, go get that girl inside. Like, I don't want her staying in the shed. I know she has nowhere else to go. Invite her into your house, which I'm paying for, is on my property, by the way. And let her stay in your spare bedroom. You guys become roommates type situation, or you're gonna have to start paying me rent, or you're gonna have to GTFO. So Ian has to do what he has to do, and even though he doesn't like Hazel for whatever reason, not for whatever reason, even though he doesn't like Hazel because of who her stepdad is, he basically invites her to stay and scares her into staying in the spare room. So essentially, Ian's parents both became addicted to drugs that were sold by Hazel's stepdad, Charlie. He was their dealer, and they basically skipped town and abandoned Ian, leaving him with his grandparents. And so he still got like emotional scars from that. And so that's why he treats Hazel like a piece of dirt when he first like runs into her. As they live together, they both realize that there's more to the other one than meets the eye. Ian is like the manager of the ranch, and he also has like a little side gig of being in a band with 3 of his friends. So essentially he has put like an emotional block on a lot of things in his life. So essentially the band is rehearsing one night, and Hazel overhears like what's going on, and Ian like leaves the rehearsal and runs into her, and she's like, you know, you guys really have something. You could have something here, but your lyrics are garbage. She literally says like, your lyrics are trash. And he's like, yo, come on, what are you talking about? So she offers to, or he asks her, will you help me with the lyrics? Like, what do you mean? And so they sit down together and they write a bunch of really good songs. One of the other band members posts them on, like, he handles like their social media, and they kind of like have like a little blow up on social media, and they get contacted by like a manager who wants to actually like get them recorded, get them out there. All of this is happening around the same time that stuff is happening with Hazel's mom. So Hazel realizes that if she doesn't get her mom away from Charlie, that her mom's either going to end up dead or is going to whatever. Her mom is pregnant very early on, I think like 3 or 4 months. And, you know, Hazel's worried about the baby and whether or not her mom's taking care of herself and yada, yada, yada. Is she eating? Is she whatever? Is she staying clean? Whatever. And so she, in an attempt to get Charlie locked up, she rats him out for like one of his drug drops to the police. And he gets busted, but so does her mom, who's also there. Her mom gets put in jail. Charlie gets put in jail. So she feels like really guilty, super messed up because of that. But she thinks like, okay, well, my mom will be out. Charlie will still be in jail. And, you know, she'll get clean and we'll be able to move back in together, and I'll be able to take care of her and I'll take care of the baby and whatever. And then her mom comes up and is like, because her mom is like mentally skewed because of years and years of emotional abuse and drug abuse and whatever. Her mom comes up and goes, no, I'm taking the fall for Charlie. I'm going to be in here for much longer than he will. And Hazel basically decides, okay, well, I can't have my little sister, who's going to be born in prison, go into foster care or be put up for adoption. Like, she's all the family that I have left. I need to hang on to her. So she in conjunction with Big Paw and like Grammy, I forget what her name is, but Holly, the Big Paw's wife, along with the two of them, she tries to get custody of her little sister after she's born. She gets custody of the little girl, and she's taking care. And all of this is happening while Ian is in LA with the band. They fly out to LA and they meet with the manager and they bring him some new material. And he's like, yeah, for sure, we're going to get you guys signed. The manager is a piece of shit. But he does his job in terms of like getting them out there and getting their stuff played on the radio and whatever. By the time Ian goes to LA, him and Hazel are like a couple. They've had their little sexual rendezvous. And essentially, you know, they don't want to be parted from each other, but she doesn't want to hold back his dreams. And he you know, he has to follow his whatever, right? So yeah, so while he's in California or while he's in LA, they're trying to continue their relationship long distance while she's trying to take care of her little sister, who's basically a newborn. Like, she was premature and then she went through some stuff, health stuff, and then she got released from the hospital. Now she's home. So Charlie gets out of jail and he comes for her and he's like, I know it was you that turned me in, and from now on, you're going to give me half of your paycheck every 2 weeks, and you're going to give me everything that you have, and you're basically going to be like my doormat, or I'm going to do bad shit to Big Paw and Holly, and what if I steal your little sister? You know what I'm saying? Like, a bunch of threats, right? So he says, and to make you suffer more, I want you to break up with this kid in LA. So she feels like she has no choice and she breaks up with him, and he doesn't understand what's going on, and he's in love with her and she's in love with him, and they're, you know, and they're both torn up and they're whatever. Eventually it does all come out, and you know, they get away from Charlie. I forget what happened to Charlie. Does he end up going to jail again? Anyway, so eventually they do, Ian does find out what's going on. He weasels his way back into Hazel's heart. She lets her guard down and she tells him what happened with Charlie and all of these things. And he's like, you know, I'm going to be there for you and whatever. Charlie eventually does get out of the picture. I can't remember right now if he ends up going to jail for something else, if he gets caught again and he goes to prison, or if he dies. I can't remember. But the book does have a happily ever after ending. There was a little sad bit at the end, but it didn't like kill the overall book for me. I still enjoyed the book. So it does have an HEA, so don't worry, because you know how I feel about HEAs. You know. So for the rating for the book, I gave it a 9. I thought that the book was really well written. I really enjoyed the author's writing style. I also listened to bits of this on the audio version, and I liked the narrators that were chosen for both the male and female parts. So it didn't kill it for me, which I really appreciated, and maybe even added a little bit to the nuances of the story, right? So yeah, so I would definitely recommend, if you guys like a good contemporary romance that has like bits of angst and like small town romance, enemies to lovers romance, an angsty, like post-teen college type romance. Like if you're into that, if that's your thing, then you will probably like this book. I did really enjoy it. I will look into reading other things by this author. And I would recommend the book to people for a good contemporary read. So that's it. That's pretty much my review. If you like me and you like my channel, please consider subscribing. If you do subscribe, make sure you hit the bell so that you get notifications when I upload a new video. If you'd like, you can follow me on social media. I do have a members only Facebook group, an Instagram, and a Twitter devoted to this channel. And yeah, I think that's it. I gave the rating and is that it? I think that's it. I think. Yeah. I really appreciate you guys joining me for another video. I love you guys so much. You have no idea. Yeah. If you like this video, give it a little thumbs up. Leave me a comment if you'd like. I like comments. I love comments. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. I love you so much. Bye. And another one down, another one down, another one bites the dust. No, this is at the beginning of the video, so it has not bit the dust yet, but it will. So essentially, the two main characters for this book are Ian Parker and, oh my God, what the hell is her name? Harlow. Harlow? Harlow. No. Is it? Shit. Harlow Glass? No. Shit, what was her name? Okay, I gotta stop the video. I'm sorry. Be right back. Hi, I'm back. Okay, so, and he... Why am I having such a hard time explaining this? So parched. Okay, I'm not going to do that review because I don't want to, and I'm tired. My back hurts. Anyway, my hair.
Oh, hey, Mom. Nothing. Sorry.
What? Come here. What happened?
Nothing. No, don't tell. Don't show. Don't show.
What?
I'm not going to show you.
You're not going to show me what?
Let me bye.
What a weirdo. Okay. My remote. Bye.